so this is an Ike unboxing video. So he just came in around July. So July 10, I believe. And he is pretty expensive to ship out. His price tag isn't as bad, but it's just the shipping is pretty expensive because he's so large. He's like huge. I think this is like the biggest figure boxes I ever purchased. But yeah, so while I got him, I got this with him, which is a Miku plushie, which is why it shipped a little late. But yeah, it came earlier than I thought it would. But yeah, I just really want one Miku, and which is plushie, because she's like an anime icon. So I got her. Plus, I really like this puffy stuff. So yeah, super cute, and it looks really nice. And the hat can be taken off, but it is a little flat, probably because it's smushed. But yeah, so I'm gonna unbox this gigantic Ike figure. So Radio Dawn was my first Fire Emblem game, so I'm pretty excited to get Ike. He's not my favorite character though. I think I like the side male characters more. But he's from my I think he came from in a Wii. That Radio Dawn started out with a Wii. So yeah, he's my brother's favorite character, that's for sure. But this thing is huge. Yeah. To be honest, I kind of, if I know he's this expensive to ship out, I gotta question if whether to buy him or not. But he looks really cool, and he's in an action pose. Okay. So yeah, he looks really nice. I've been canceling a lot of figures because there's other figures coming out that I want more. So yeah, I think Ami might be annoyed by me for me canceling a whole bunch of figures. But I think this month is probably gonna be my first Amiyoji figure if he's not getting delayed. But yeah, I heard this figure is really big. And it is really big. He's like the largest figure. The price tag is not as bad. I believe he's $130 for his figure, not to ship out. But when you ship him out, that's when the price went up to close to $200. So yeah, he's really expensive. I choose the second expensive shipping, so I couldn't ship in DHL because it's too pricey. But yeah, I got shocked how big the box he came in too. So here's the stand, which is super detailed. So this is nice. I really like decorated stands. Or stands. I think that they call stands, but yeah. He is very tan. Yeah, I think he's pretty tan, very orange, I guess. But it's not bad. It's still skin color. He's more tanner than I thought. Which makes sense. He is a mercenary. His outfit is nice. Let's see. It has like different texture on his metal plates. I actually, it's better than the art. His face, he doesn't look like an anime pretty boy, which is nice. But yeah, he looks good. Very detailed. And this is his Ragno. But yeah, his Fire Emblem is the first Fire Emblem I played. And then I played Radio Dawn, Three Houses, and forgot what the other one is. The one with Corrin. I didn't like that one very much, to be honest. I think that one was my least favorite. Let me try putting in his stand. I believe people said that his cape is the one that takes a lot of space. So I'm not sure if I have enough space to put him. I was planning to put him in a detail, but it looks like he's really big. And yes, he is pretty big. Look at that sword. It's like pointing way up. Shoot, that is huge. Wait, is he supposed to point like that? Yes, he is. Dang. That he is very tall, just to let you know. So he's gonna take a lot of space. That's for sure. And I believe this is probably his handle. Or his sword handle, I think. Let me check. No, this is bandana. Huh. This guy might be my second largest figure. My first one is Jeji from Overwatch. But yeah, price tag, he's not bad. But if you count the shipping, he's probably $200. But I think he's $130 by his own figure alone. I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. So I'm guessing. I'm not sure what this is. So I think he is a figure that I need to read the instruction. Usually I don't need to read instructions, but I guess I do need this one now. So okay. So I'll put it in. Okay, so the bandana is gonna be on his head. There we go. So I guess he has his, okay, he got his bandana on already. He's a very detailed figure. Oh, there it is. So there's a hole here for his bandana. He's more better than, for sure, Twisted Wonderland Leona. That's for sure. His detailing, I mean. At least he has, like, different, textures. Okay, so this is nice. So this makes his cape really rustic. Because he is a mercenary, so his cape is all ripped up. So they make it dirty on purpose, so which is nice. I'm not sure where I put the extra rock at. Okay, so I had to take off his head to put the cape on. Right? Let me see. Let me check. Okay, it's a huge, his head is huge. So, okay, so I have to take this whole thing off. Okay, so this is pretty tight, but you can pull it off. So I believe, okay, there we go. So there's this little peg in here to put the cape in. So the cape also have a peg. Yeah, he's very, very big. I am sweating just for putting him in because my room is really hot. Oh yeah, just in case you hear weird noises, it's probably the fan. You can tell this figure is really large. Let's see. What else should I put it? So there's this thing right here. I don't know where to put this thing. Okay, so this is where I'm supposed to put the pole to hold up his cape, I believe. Okay, it's this way. Yes, let's put up his cape. So I'll put it right here. Now I have to find that pole. So I'm guessing this pole is gonna hold up his cape because his cape is pretty big. Oh no, I dropped something. This is just me struggling to put the pole inside his cave. But I mean, he can still work without that pole. But yeah, the pole is very difficult to put in. So here on out, it's going to be mostly voiceover because I stumble a lot. So he is a 1/7 scale, and I got to compare him with the 1/8 scale Joker. As you can see, he is much larger than Joker. Though their height is similar, he is lean. He's kind of leaning compared to Joker. As you can see, his head is much larger than Joker as well. So yeah, he is definitely a 1/7 scale. His base is very large. His cape takes some space, and even his sword takes a lot of the space too, because it's like vertically upwards. So if you want, if you have space for him, go ahead and buy him because he's very big. Is he worth $200? I believe so. He's like 130 in Ami, but I choose the second cheapest, second expensive shipping, which is EMS. So it's total around 200 something. But yeah, I think he's way better than Aniplex Leona, which is also $200. And E-Stream, I believe it's E-Stream. No, I forgot. I mean Furyu Gojo, right? So Furyu Gojo, he is very nice, but he's just all black. His color scheme is just even though he's a super detailed figure, I feel like he's more plainer than Ike. Ike has a very nice pose, very dynamic pose, and he's very wide. So I think he is worth around $200 if you compare it to those two figures that's also worth $200. But yeah, but overall he's a very nice figure. So I will show you a turnaround of him because it might be complicated because he's very big, but yeah. So the next clip will be the turnaround. So overall, he's a really nice figure. I like how the armor is a different texture than his clothes and skin. His cape is super rustic, which fits his personality. I guess the only flaw is that long plastic pole. I couldn't put him under the cape, so I just remove it completely. The cape still stand pretty well even without that plastic pole. He is overall a very nice figure. I really like his base. His base is not an ordinary base, so I do enjoy a very detailed base. He has his muscle looks cool too. His armor is very polished and shiny. You can see the shine on his armor. And his Ragno, yeah, his Ragno is... The reason why his it takes so much space is also his Ragno. He pointing it up skyward, so the height will be a problem if you want to display your figure. The base, as you can see, the width is pretty long because he is in an action pose. So yeah, if you buy this figure, beware how large he is because his cape also takes as much space too. So the sword, his cape, and even his stance it needs a large amount of space to display him. But yeah, pretty much a very nice figure. So next is a comparison with other $200 worth of figures. So next comparison will be Leona. Leona is also around $200. It might be because he is from Aniplex, but both of them have very nice movement and similar concept. They both have personality for sure, but I think the problem is Leona has lacking of quality because some of his painting is a little bit desaturated. But I think Leona, the reason why he's expensive is probably because he is from Aniplex maybe. But yeah, I mean his staff looks kind of cheap painting, and his tail for sure looks kind of cheap because it doesn't have any fur or anything. But yeah, so next up I gotta compare him to Gojo because Gojo is my next expensive figure that I bought over around 200. While Leona lacked in quality, I feel like this Gojo figure is lacking in personality compared to Ike. So Ike, you can tell he has an emotion. He's in an action pose. He's preparing to fight. While Gojo, he looks like he's a model. He's just sitting there. But Gojo, it has very good quality. I think as much as Ike. But Gojo has a very simple design. I think the only thing that's different from the painting is probably his beautiful eyes, his glossy shoe, and his glossy base. While Ike, he has the rustic cape, and then he has the shiny armor. So there's a lot more going on with Ike. So do I think he's worth $200? I think so, judging by the $200 figure I bought. Yeah, so he is one of my favorite figures so far. I'm still debating whether I like Gwen or him more. But yeah, I really just like his expression and everything. I think this is very well made. And like he has like the muscle detail, his clothing detail, and even how so much movement on his cape and his scarf and everything. It just looks very appealing. There's much more stuff going on with this figure. I think he is one of my most one of my figure that has lots of movement compared to other figures. Most figures that I got are pretty stagnant. Like Gojo, he's just sitting, or Gwen, where he's just standing. So this is very nice. I really like figures that has movement. So plus he is a rare male scale that has cool figure. There's a lot of female figures. So if you like to collect male characters, there's one that's really good. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this figure, and that's pretty much it, and thank you for watching.